Hi, I'm Iris with MSR, and I'm here to answer the most frequently asked questions we get about the use and maintenance of your MSR Guardian Purifier. All the parts we'll be discussing in this video are available either in the Guardian Maintenance Kit, on our website, or through our Warranty and Repair Center. Okay, let's dive in. One of the most common questions we get is about water leaking at the base of the housing, right down here. It's counterintuitive, but backing off just a little can fix this issue. In fact, cranking down on it can actually make the leak worse, because it prevents the O-ring inside from sealing properly and can eventually deform the filter housing. This should take care of most of the leaks, but if not, or the leak seems to come and go regularly, contact us and we'll send you a new O-ring. Be sure to sterilize your filter before disassembling it, since all the stuff you don't want in your water ends up here. We'll show you how later on. Another common thing we hear is that my filter is hard to pump. There are a few possible answers to this, so let's start at the bottom and troubleshoot as we go up through the system. The first thing to check is the prefilter. If you're filtering really nasty water, it can get clogged. If you notice dirt or muck on the prefilter, give it a shake in your source water or rinse it with filtered water to make sure it's clear of debris. Also, check the prefilter material to make sure there are no holes. If there are, silt and debris can get further into the system, causing problems up the line. Next, check the elbow fitting for cracks where it connects to the hoses. If broken, it can also allow debris into the system. To prevent this, wrap the hoses around the filter body like this, which supports the right angle fitting. And be sure to always store your Guardian in a stuff sack to keep the hose wrapped and protected. If the prefilter looks good, try pumping clean water through the system for a thorough backflush. While it's true that the Guardian backflushes and cleans itself as you pump, it's also important to remember that you can overwhelm it if you're frequently pumping really dirty water. Pumping clean water through gives the hollow fibers a good rinse and flushes the whole system of debris. This is critically important and goes for all hollow fiber filters. The less you backflush, the deeper the filtered out material gets embedded into the hollow fibers, making it harder to remove. This will shorten the lifespan of your filter. We recommend backflushing after every liter you pump from the worst water sources, and after 3 to 4 liters of average water sources. If there's no clear water around, you could use some of the water you've already filtered. Be particularly wary of highly tannic water, which is generally the same brownish-orange color as black tea. Tannins are superfine material, notorious for clogging filters of all kinds, but hollow fiber filters in particular can be irreversibly clogged. If you know you'll see a lot of tannic water on your trip, consider using a ceramic water filter like the MiniWorks, as well as some aquatabs for purification. As tannins begin to soak into a ceramic filter and slow it down, you can restore flow by simply scraping away the saturated material on the outside of the filter cartridge, exposing fresh filter material beneath. This allows a ceramic filter to handle tannic waters for far longer than a hollow fiber filter. After a good backflush, check the piston chamber located here at the top of the filter housing. The piston is what pushes water through the system. If it gets dirty in here or you run out of lubricant, friction will make it hard to pump. That added friction puts extra stress on the handle and the piston assembly. With enough pressure, you could actually break the piston's connection to the handle, the piston nut, or the handle itself. To prevent this, keep the piston gaskets and chamber clean and well lubricated. Start by removing the pin and red pin clip from under the handle. Slide the pin clip off the end of the pin and then remove the pin. This disconnects the handle from the piston assembly. Next, turn the piston nut counterclockwise to remove the piston. It will be snug, but should be doable with just your hands. If you need some help, a pair of channel lock pliers and a light touch can help get things started. Be sure not to clamp down too hard, just a little help getting things moving should be all you need. Pull on the whole assembly and remove the piston from the chamber. Be sure to check on both O-rings, here and here, for cracks and wear and replace as needed. Also, check the inside of the piston chamber for any scratches or scoring. While some wear is normal, excessive wear can result in a poor seal of the O-rings and a leaky piston as you pump. If new O-rings don't fix that issue, reach out to us directly as your filter housing may need to be replaced. Next, wipe down the piston and the chamber with a soft rag to remove any debris. Give the O-rings and threads a thorough coat of fresh lubricant. Slide the piston back in and tighten until it's fully seated. If you're out in the field and don't have the proper lubricant, a common alternative is lip balm, and it can be used anywhere lubricant is needed. If the piston connection is not aligned with the handle when screwed back in, just turn the gray piston itself until they line up. Then replace the pin and pin clip. Replacement pistons, piston nuts, and housings are available at our website. If you've done all of that and still have a hard time pumping, it's likely time for a new filter cartridge. While hollow fiber filters are easy to clean by passing clean water over the surface, pressure, heavy use, and infrequent cleaning can drive debris deep into the actual fibers, essentially clogging them irreversibly. So be sure to take care of your filter by pumping some clear water through it regularly, especially after periods of heavy use or filtering particularly nasty water. Replacement filter cartridges are available on our website. And speaking of nasty, here's your reminder to sterilize your filter before storing or disassembling it. As I mentioned earlier, all the stuff you filtered out of your water is still in here, and even the water bottle on your desk gets nasty over time. The inside of your purifier is no exception. If you don't sterilize, mold can and will grow, forming a slimy layer over the hollow fibers, essentially sealing them off and ruining your filter. This is actual footage from our repair shop of just how bad it can get inside your filter without proper sterilization. We recommend you sterilize any time you'll be storing your filter for more than a week, but it's an even better idea to make it a habit after every trip. And don't be tempted to try stopping the mold by removing the filter cartridge and drying it out. The hollow fibers are meant to be stored wet, and drying them completely can compromise them. Just sterilize and you'll be fine. To sterilize, start by mixing about 2 milliliters of bleach, about half a teaspoon or 12 aqua tabs, in 2 liters of water. Pump all 2 liters through the filter and wait for about 30 minutes. Then pump another liter or so of fresh water through to rinse it all out. Finish with a few extra pumps to remove any excess water. Put the clean side cover back on, wrap the hose around the filter, and you're all set. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps to answer any questions you had about the care of your Guardian purifier. We'll see you out there.